Hello YouTubers. Well, as you can no doubt see, Sovereign Bay has had a bit of a wash. 3 months of me being away meant that when I came back she was green, because I think of the environment we're in here. Boats do that anyway, but seems to happen a lot quicker. Anyway, when I got back, Sovereign Bay has a system on board for the showers and the sinks called a slop tank. Now, when you have a shower or you put any water through the system, it goes into the slop tank and is pumped out over the side from there by a pump. Now, the guy who brought the boat, who had the boat before me, was a bit of a tinkerer by the looks of it. I should have changed this when I brought the boat, but you know what they say about the cobbler and his shoes. You know, I'm always working on other people's boats, never get a chance to do my own. And when I do, I think, oh, that's a lot of money, you know, blah, blah, blah. So he'd fitted a freshwater pump to pump the water over the side. Firstly, it wasn't capable of pumping that amount of water, so when you had a shower, the shower tray always, you know, filled up and you had to wait for it to empty. And secondly, I've got long hair, so it used to block the pump up, and I'll show you why. So down here is the remnants of the freshwater pump. Now, the top of the pump looks like that. If you own a boat, you've probably seen these before. Inside there is a diaphragm, like that. And there's the plastic cap. Now, without going into too much detail, basically what was happening was this was getting blocked with air in there, which meant it wasn't pumping. So I put a filter on it. As a bit of a mechanical bodge. Well, that sort of worked. The problem was that once a month or so, you'd have to empty the filter out, clean it, because that would get blocked. So I came back from Greece, having had a wonderful time there, and sorting things out for the future, hopefully. Came back, got on the boat, everything was fine, she was lovely and dry. I'd put my clothes in one of them vacuum bags, they're fantastic, £10 from most of your supermarkets if you want one. None of my clothes smelt damp, everything was great. Made the bed, put the heating on, because I don't know whether any of you have watched that video, but I fitted oh, you can't see it, but I fitted one of the Chinese heaters anyway to replace the Eberspatcher that used to be on board. It's very good, I had no trouble with it at all really. Put the heater on, cooked myself something to eat, all in the world was good. Went to have a shower, the pump was seized. It's not really what you want to know when you're going to have a shower. So, threw the toys out the pram and I brought this, which I should have done a long time ago. Let's get the box up. There you go, a whale gulper. Now Wayne Toombs is probably really interested at this point because he loves a mechanical video. But anyway, yeah, there's your whale gulper. On the back of it there, you've got the dimensions. So there you go, like that. So yeah, basically the whale gulper is the reason it doesn't get blocked up and you can run it dry. It's a bit like your manual bilge pump. Now on Sovereign Bay, I don't know whether you can see it there, it's just under the blue step, the big handle sticking out. That's exactly the same sort of thing. It's got a big diaphragm in it. When you pump it, the diaphragm comes backwards and forwards and it causes a vacuum and pulls the water out. So that's basically what happens, except that it's electrical. Now give me a second and I'll find the torch and I'll show you how I fitted it. Okay, so we're I don't know whether the camera's going to pick this up very well, but there's the bedroom, the day heads, etc. So we're in the companionway now in the kitchen, and there is the little, I can get the torch in the right position for you. There is the whale gulper. Now I don't know how well this will work, but there we go, there's the slop tank. and on the top of it are your pipes that come out the sinks, etc. What was happening was, when I was having a shower, that wasn't coping very well, because it's a fresh water pump. It couldn't cope with the amount of water, so it was chucking most of it in the bilge. So I've got to clean the bilge up before anybody starts on me over that. So yeah, I've got to replace the pipe work next. That's on order because I can't get anything just after Christmas. But anyway, yeah, so there she is. So yeah, that worked out pretty well. Whale Gulper. You can get them from ASAP Supplies, people like that, or you can come and see me and I'll put 10% on top of that and fit it for you with the labour added to that, because that's what we do for a living. So yeah, let's see. It's with a heavy heart that I announce this. I'm thinking at the moment of putting Sovereign Bay on the market and selling her. The reason for this is that when I got back, my fees are due now for the next quarter on the mooring here, and the yard, Dolphin Boat Yard, have decided to put terms and conditions on, some of which I'm not very keen on, although I'd put up with them. But one of them in particular means that if I decide to give my berth up, for whatever reason, so I sell the boat, can't afford to be here or something like that, then they can carry on charging me until they find somebody to replace me. Well, as that stands today, if I pay them now, that will be January, February and March. That quarter there will be paid up, but of course if I decide to leave in there, I'm still liable till next December. Well, I don't like that, so I'm going to have a chat with them about it and hopefully we can sort something out. If not, I'll be going down river, maybe to Darthaven, until March, and then the boat will come out. Well, that means that the boat has now become a liability. So yeah, I'm thinking of selling her and buying one out in Greece and just giving up on the UK altogether. But we'll see what happens. I haven't made any major decisions yet. I don't even know what Sovereign Bay is worth. I mean, a friend pointed out to me the other day that she doesn't look that much difference inside to when I brought her, which is a fair point, although I have done all the mechanical stuff. I rebuilt the portside gearbox last year because the clutches decided to fall apart, so I replaced all the clutches and seals and springs, rebuilt the box, put a new bell housing on because the bell housing was cracked. She's had the Whale Gulper fitted. There's all sorts of loads and loads of things, and if you look through the videos you'll probably see some of the work I've done. She's not in too bad a condition, and of course people would prefer to refit a boat of this age than go and buy a fairly new one because it's more cost effective. So I don't know. I really don't know what she's worth. I know when I brought her you wouldn't find one under about 38k for a reasonable one. This wasn't a reasonable one when I brought it, although she's reasonable now, just needs refitting. So I don't know. I'll take the suggestions. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking of selling up, and that's it. I've now got to take all the Christmas trees down. Christmas trees, he says. And all the decorations, and then I'm off to do some work, try and earn some money, so I can go back to Kefalonia, maybe March. So yeah, that's what we're planning. So in the meantime, Happy New Year, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting me, and thanks for all the nice comments that I've had so far, and thanks for the ones that I wasn't that keen on, to be honest. It all helps, it opens a debate. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit the like button, and those of you who might want to sponsor me, I'm open to that. Anyway, keep watching because I think things are about to get a little bit more interesting in Rudge World. You know, we're in the new year now. I haven't got a lot of work on, and like I say, I'm now looking around to see how I can make things better. Thanks for watching. Catch you later, guys.